beautiful powder coating. So this thing is almost show ready. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. It has been a stressful day. Basically, in the last video when we were working on the truck, you guys saw that nothing was fitting, nothing was going right, and it, I was getting ready to basically sell the whole kit. Well, I was selling the kit and everything, but the guy commented on my Facebook post and he says, "Why don't you just get a bigger belt and reroute it?" Well, as I was looking, there was actually a pulley that wasn't even connected. It's not like it was important. It was just a pulley that just helps run the belt. And let me show you. So this one right here, this pulley, was basically freelancing. And as you can see, we rerouted the belt. So in the last video, you guys saw that the belt was running across, and that's where we're running into problems and everything. But now that we have the belt going down and back up, it actually turned out perfect. So I'm really thankful for that guy. He actually sold me this belt. When he commented, I asked him what size belt it was, and he told me, he's like, I'll just, he says, I have two in my truck. I can sell you one of them. So I just told him, sell me one. We'll work something out. So yeah, I ended up giving him, what was it, $5 more, I think so, just for his troubles, and basically just letting me know that I could reroute it. So he basically has the same setup as mine, which I'm pretty excited about. So yeah, so now we have enough to put our filler neck, raise it up more, and then we can actually put our HSP kit in. So like I said, I'm really excited now because it's really gonna pop out this thing. So I already rerouted the belt like I told you guys. So not much to show here. It's pretty simple as long as you follow basically how the belt is supposed to go. And, I double checked everything, make sure everything aligned, make sure none of the belts were basically, touching or getting too close to one spot. But everything actually is in perfect order. So yeah, I'm excited about that. So we are going to go ahead and put the kit back on and get this truck running today. So it's not done. I was hoping my girl would show up. If not, I'd be showing you guys paint work, but that's not the case. We don't know where the grill's at. So the grill's supposed to be here today, and it didn't show up. So maybe tomorrow, but if not, so I can kind of run this truck without a bumper. I really don't want to, but if I have to, I will. And yeah, we'll go from there. But, we're going to go ahead and get started on the kit. So the last video was supposed to be a how-to, and yeah, it wasn't. And I forgot to mention to you guys, we got the pipe on. Now, don't tell me how I got it on. As you can see, all the tools right there. But I ended up bending that filler. Because I took basically a handheld torch, and I was heating that aluminum up so that way it could bend somewhat. Like I said, it's a really tight fit. But I actually got my clamp on, so we're just gonna go with that. Probably later on in the future, we will have to fix it. What we're thinking that we're gonna do, what I'm thinking we're gonna do is kind of like slice it right here. So that way it'll kind of form itself. And then we could put a patch, patch it up basically. So yeah, that way we won't have to really mess with the pipe right here. But, if we have to do something, then we will. Other than that, I think we'll be okay for now and how we're gonna run it. Like I said, I used the, what was this, a 4-ton, and it just wasn't doing the job. So we went up to a 10-ton, and like I said, it fits. So like I said, it's not the best fit, but it will work for what we're doing for now. Until, you know, something just doesn't work right, then we're just gonna have to redo the whole thing. But until now, you know, like I said, let's go ahead and just let's just go ahead and get started with the cooling system. So, as you guys know, I did put my new thermostats. If you guys are wondering what thermostats, I'm actually going to be running the Mishimoto thermostats. So, I don't know if you guys can see that. I don't know how well these run, so we're going to run them. If not, then we'll switch them out. Probably put some OEM ones in there. But yeah, so I already got that in there. Now we're going to do this back again, like I said. So there's a 10 millimeter bolt right here, and then there's a 13 millimeter bolt. We're gonna go ahead and unbolt that, take the O-ring off the bottom of it, put it on the new one, and then we'll slap that new one on, and then we can go ahead and put on the basically the plate of HSP. So let's get started. Just not long enough. Make sure you guys put that O-ring in. If you don't, then you're gonna have some major problems. All right, you guys, once you get your filler neck put in, there is, like I said, a 12 millimeter bolt. I think I said 13, but I meant to say 12. And then there's a 10 millimeter bolt right here. So after you get that put on, then you want to work on the base right here. So before we do that, there is a little hole right here. I know if you see on the other YouTube videos, they already have like basically a welded on fitting on there, but these new updated ones, they actually come with either a nut or, like I said, they come with a fitting. So basically why they did this way is because I have an aftermarket turbo, as you guys can see there. With that, you know, I don't need my coolant line running to the turbo. So what you can do is basically take that and just tighten it up. So I'm probably gonna put some tape on it, so that way just to be double safe, and then go ahead, tighten it up, and then we'll go ahead and install. And just like that, all fitted, all nice and tight. So after you do that, then you can go ahead. So you can't really mess it up on which way it needs to go. Like I said, usually this hole right here is going to be pointing towards the back. So like I said, so you want the bolt pointing towards that way. So if you put it towards that way, nothing's going to fit. So make sure you have it that way. And like I said, I mean, the holes are already there, so it should be just a basic plug and play. And yeah, so let's go ahead and install it. All right, well, got the base all set. Now it's time to put on the cap. And like I said, 4 holes, 4 bolts. So you can't mess this one up. There's no way of putting this on backwards. So she put it that way, you definitely got it wrong. So make sure you face the opening forward, and then yeah, and it's easy as 1, 2, 3. And then we just put in our bolts. One cool trick, you guys, so you guys don't strip bolts or cross thread them, is to hand tighten them like I'm doing it right now. And then once you got it basically semi-tight, or once you feel like the bolt is nice and snug, then you can go ahead and take your ratchet or your battery ratchet. And when I mean battery ratchet, I'm talking about one of these bad boys. So, and don't forget your O-ring that goes in there. So, some people tend to forget that. And just make sure, so. And all right. And just like that, it's on. So back on, I got that hose in, and that's the 90-degree hose that goes on to the radiator. And the reason why I didn't kind of record that was it was a pain trying to do it. So I actually had to take a heat gun, kind of heat up the back so that way it's a little bit more loose, and then hurry up and slide it in. And then the straight one goes right here where the basically base is. So after that, then you take your pipe where kind of like your 90 degree is, it goes in right there, and then the other one goes in right there. So this one right here, it looks like it's a little bit too long. I'm pretty sure you can adjust it. That's probably why they give you some like a length right there. So we're probably gonna go ahead and put in this side. So I'll go ahead and tighten down my clamp right here, and then I'll knock this one in, tighten down my clamp, and then now kind of give us a measurement right here of how much I can kind of cut off. So let me go ahead and do that really quick, and then we'll get going. I don't think that's going anywhere, you guys. Got that tightened down, and as you guys can see, you know, that's how much length they're giving me. So probably what I'm going to do is I'm probably just going to cut probably about to right here. So what was that, like an inch or two off right here, or maybe I might cut it in about 3 inches maybe. Cut that off. So what I would do instead of doing like kind of like a rookie mistake is get everything all put it together first, because if you don't, then you're gonna end up cutting this too short, and then when you go to put it on, then you're gonna have to buy a new hose. So, and that's no bueno. But, you know, if you do it this way, which is connect the pipe, you know, and then cut your length, then you'll be just fine. So that's what we're gonna do. Kind of adjust this so it kind of goes up about right here, because it looks like it's kind of down a little bit, and it's gonna cause a little bit of a kink right there. So let me go ahead and kind of like adjust it a little bit, and then I'll go ahead and cut it, and we should be done with basically the installation. Well, just made a rookie mistake. I forgot to put on my clamp, but I just went ahead and loosened it. Try try not to do what I do, guys. But so before we go, let me show you basically the old parts that we replaced. Now, like I said, I bought Mishimoto's. You can kind of see they're a little bit worn out. They've seen better days. This one, however, second one, was kind of stuck on there. So I'm pretty sure this one for sure needed to be replaced. I had a code pop up, PO128. I had a code pop up, PO128. And that was basically telling me to replace my thermostats. Also, as I was taking off the belt, look at the draw, I actually saw this. So where is it? Right there. Little tears. So this was actually facing right in front of me, so I could actually see that. So yeah, we were definitely in need of replacing a belt pretty soon. So once we routed that belt, everything worked out pretty good. And that's the old system right there, if you guys were wondering what it looked like. I remember I was explaining it to you guys. I went and kind of inside the motor, out, and then through. So you kind of replace kind of this ugliness right here with that beautiful piping that goes in there. So you can kind of see how everything works, you know. And yeah, if you guys were wondering, that was basically the nipple. So yeah, they did is they already blocked it off or whatnot. You can see the major difference of it. So yeah, I mean, we replaced ugly with beautiful in the truck. So yeah, that's going to be it for this video, you guys. Like I said, this is probably going to be a how-to install video if anyone else wants to install this kit in their truck. I kind of highly recommend it. One thing I did ask, and I don't have it though, was that there's a HSP that goes right here. I actually emailed them right after I bought this and told them if they could have it off so I can match what these ones are, which is brown with the blue. So yeah, this one was actually pretty cool because now I can stick it anywhere I want, which is over here, center or off center. You know, it won't really matter. Great customer service. Like I said, we were having problems with this. Get the kit here because of all this COVID-19. A lot of people will understand once I say that. I'm pretty sure if people see it 3 years from now, they'll be like, what's COVID? So look it up, 2020 COVID. This actually took about 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks just to get here, which it was only supposed to take at least 10 days. And yeah, so, oh well. But part 1 is done. Part 2, we are moving on to getting this sensor replaced and then putting everything else back in so we can fill up the coolant and get this thing running. Easy installation. You know, if you do not know what to do, I recommend watching this video because I'm not really, I guess I do body work. I'm not really a mechanic, and that was just an easy and simple job. Tools that I have left over. I had this filler piece because I didn't need it. Well, I should say the nipple. I didn't need that. Like I said, I'm not running coolant to my turbos because it's aftermarket. This bracket, I'm pretty sure this bracket goes to like the filler piece somehow. Somehow like that. But I didn't need it. It's pretty tight. So they give you a hose, like I said, so they can put coolant in your turbo. I didn't need that as well as the clamp. So if you have basically these left over, then you don't need them. If you have more stuff left over, then you missed a part. So that's basically it, you guys. I'm probably gonna go ahead and finish up Putting on my fan shroud. I probably should have put that on first before I put this, but that's okay. I always like a little bit of a challenge anyways. So I think that's going to be it, you guys. So this is probably going to be a how-to video of installing an HSP kit. Love their product. It actually looks amazing, as you guys can tell. You know, it really pops out that motor. So all you just see is beautiful piping, beautiful powder coating. So this thing is almost show ready, and we're gonna go ahead and top off the coolant. I still got a sensor I gotta replace, which is this bad boy right here. And then after we replace that, we are basically done with the cooling system. And yeah, so just gotta put some bolts right here, and we should be done for today. Like I said, most my grill didn't come in, sucks. Hopefully it comes in tomorrow. I'll probably just paint them Monday. If not, then I'll have my boy Dawson see if he can come over on the weekend and match me up some color for this, so that way we can get it painted. But if not, then it's gonna have to be Monday until we get the front end on. I can put on the old grill and the old headlights, or not the old headlights, I mean the headlights. I didn't buy new ones. I could put those on, but you know, if I can wait, I'll wait. I don't want to do double the work as well. So yeah, you know, let me give you guys one last look of this beautiful creature right here. We are gonna get the rest put on, and we'll go from there. So yeah, I'll probably do a part 2 on this, on me putting everything together.